And a very pleasant good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Erickson All Sports Facility in Parkersburg, West Virginia. It is West Virginia High School Football Playoffs. The state semifinals right here from Erickson. It's number 1, Parkersburg South versus number 4, Hurricane. Hi, everybody. Brian Noss along with the coach, Bob Goebel, and folks have been talking about this game all week. One of the biggest ones on playoff weekend here, Coach, and I'm just glad to be a part of it.
Me too. You know, in a lot of phases, they really match up equally to one another as far as offensive stuff and defensive stats and everything. It looks to be a real good challenge for both teams.
Parkersburg South comes in to this ball game only having lost one game on their schedule, and that was to Bridgeport. They lost 28-20. Hurricane, on the other hand, has lost 2 games. Both of those, Coach, they've only lost by 3 points. It could have gone either way.
Yes, it could, and they've just have had enough of a little bit of extra firepower to get the job done in each contest.
You see the Hurricane Redskins getting ready to make their entrance onto the field here. Very, very good crowd here today. First of all, for Parkersburg South, hats off to them. They know how to throw a party. Their side is practically full, and then Hurricane on the far side, they have traveled very well today as well. You can see them all decked out in their red over there. Hurricane, as you can see, is in their road whites, red letters, red helmets with the red stripe down the britches, and Parkersburg South will be in their home blues. All blue with the red and white stripe on the pants and white numerals, and here come the Redskins.
Couldn't ask for better weather today. Chamber of Commerce weather, clear blue skies, sunshine. I guess mid 50s.
Yeah.
Perfect football weather, especially for November.
This is fantastic. I mean, who would have thought that, on November 20, whatever the date is, 6th, that you're going to see this kind of weather. Parkersburg South, you see getting ready to come out of that helmet. They have a very unique entrance when they come in. If you haven't seen it before, now I say that, and they probably don't do it anymore. They used to come in to bagpipes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was pretty cool, actually. Let's go down, and they're doing the coin toss right here in the middle of the field.
I just think about all the years I played, all the electricity going through their veins right now on both teams as players.
Hurricane won the toss, and they want the football. So they'll be receiving here once we get underway here in a few minutes. Parkersburg South, one of the hottest offensive teams in the state this year. They have outscored their opponents 625 to 241, and they average 52 points a game, only giving up 20 points a game. Their total offense for the season, nearly 6,000 yards on offense. They average 482 yards of offense per game, and they only give up 243. So they're a good football team. And, we'll see what kind of a fast start the Patriots get off to. They've outscored their opponents in the first quarter, Coach, 208 to 47.
Yeah, and you look right there, they have the workhorse in the backfield, Gage Wright, who has 1,343 yards and 27 touchdowns this year.
And I said that they had a unique entrance, and they don't now. See, I made a liar out of me.
That's still kind of cool, though, with the gun and everything.
Sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. They come out of the locker room to a bagpiper, and it's really kind of a cool deal. Again, you couldn't ask for a better day weather-wise.
Maybe the bagpiper was off on Thanksgiving break today.
Maybe he had too much turkey. I don't know. But Hurricane wants the football, and they're going to get it. They are their quarterback is number 7, Noah Velatambi. He's a 6-foot sophomore, goes 185. He's thrown for 2,279 yards this year. He's 139 of 226 for a 61% completion rating. Averages 190 yards a game and 25 touchdowns. He has thrown 9 picks. Their workhorse in the backfield is Jeremiah Riffle, number 9. He's a 6-foot senior, goes 210 pounds. He's a 2,000-yard rusher this year, Coach. He's at 2,050 yards.
Yes.
He averages 9 yards a carry, 171 yards a game, and, oh, by the way, 20 touchdowns on the year for Jeremiah Riffle.
Quite the ground attack there. Once again, matching up quite a bit with Parkersburg South.
We saw Hurricane against Winfield, first game of the year. When they like to throw the ball, they'll get it to Tyshawn Dews, number 0. The freshman has 750 yards on 35 catches this year and 9 touchdowns. So we are about set to go from Erickson All Sports Facility. Back deep is LaRon Dews Hall for Hurricane. He is standing at his 8-yard line.
Also fortunate enough to have the sun to their back for the kickoff so they can get a good look at the football.
Doing the kicking for Parkersburg South is Micaiah Jones. He's a senior. He has it teed up at the 40. And we are set to go for AAA playoff semifinal action. It's a pooch kick, and Hurricane is going to fall on it. Not sure what that was all about. Maybe trying to catch him off guard.
Might have been going also for an onside kick and put a little too much oomph on it, and that's unusual.
Wow, the Redskins will have great field position, Coach, to start, as they're going to go 1st and 10 from the 46. Or, I'm sorry, the 41. And they're going to hand it off right off the bat. That's Jeremiah Riffle. And Parkersburg South is all over it.
Looks like the linebackers for Parkersburg South were sneaking up into the A and B gaps already, expecting to try to snuff the run there.
Loss of 2 on the play. Hurricane quickly back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 12. Villatombi goes long. Just out of the reach of his intended receiver. And I believe that was Heath Montgomery.
Great protection on that throw. Just a little too much on it.
And already back to the line. They're ready to go again. Villatombi wants to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Under pressure now. He's got to run. And he is tripped up.
Once again, bringing the blitz from the top side.
Turner Garrettson, the junior, tripped him up, and now they're going for it on 4th down. Redskins wasting no time, and they draw South offside. So that's what that hurry up can do, Coach.
Sure can. It makes you really jittery, and you think on the 1st down they're going to go every time. Good call by the Hurricane staff.
So offside by the defense, and that's good enough for a Redskin 1st down. 4 wide receivers now for the Redskins, 3 to the near side, 1 to the far side, and they give it to Riffle. Jeremiah Riffle right up the gut, and he's going to be met there by Braden Whipke, the linebacker, and Whipke wraps him up, but he picks up about 3 on the play, and again, Hurricane right to the line. Mondrell Dean, the ball carrier, over the right side. Mondrell Dean. And I'll tell you what, you don't want to get in that kid's way.
No, you don't.
That dude is built for D1 ball.
Yes,
6'4", 240.
Yes, he can carry the mail, believe me. And they great job up front, too, running the counter tray on that play.
Tempo again. Bad snap right to Dean, and Dean fights his way across the 35, and he's going to be stood up right there just inside the 35 down to the 34-yard line.
I don't know if that was a bad attempt to the quarterback or to Dean himself.
Yeah, not sure. Pass nearly intercepted on the far side. It was intended for Lucas Ripito.
That was 1 step away from 6 points right there.
Yep. Nice defense there by Tristan Walker for the Patriots. And it'll bring up a second down, or make it third down, excuse me.
Redskins going to a trips formation.
Screen over on the right side. Pass is caught, still on his feet, and run out of bounds is Elijah Rivera. He will be short of the first down. He had to get to the 28, and they ran him out at the 32.
Patriots doing a good job mixing up, and they're bringing pressure almost every down from a different spot.
And again, Parkersburg South is drawn offside, and again, it will result in a Redskin first down. That time it was number 73, Tyson Wagner, the sophomore, who jumped.
As many times as they're bringing those linebackers on the line of scrimmage when the ball snapped, if they could get a receiver to run a drag route behind them right there, there's not going to be anybody there to stop him.
Pistol formation, they give it to Velatambi on the keeper, and Velatambi loses his footing back at the 32-yard line. So that'll be a 4-yard loss there.
One of the things that's giving Hurricane problems is obviously they're bringing more people than they can block. And you either have to pick that up with the running back or you have to dump it to him behind the pass rush. They're just doing the numbers game when they're out spread out like that. They're just bringing one more man than they can handle.
Yep.
And you have to get rid of it quick.
Hurricanes big across the front, Coach. They average 250. They go Alex Miller, 210, Caleb Conrad, 270. There's a long pass. It's going to be overshot. Pass is intended for Elijah Rivera. The center, Christian Kelly's 296. Right guard, Gavin Pipiora is 225. And Aaron Tate, the right guard, 240. So 250 average across the front for the Hurricanes. Conversely, on the other side, South's three across the front average 278. With Tyson Wagner at 265, Brendan Bean at 305, and Demetrius Gerhardt at 265. They run a 3-4 mostly, but they'll switch it up from time to time. Velatambi in trouble. Velatambi is going to be still on his feet. Velatambi at the 40. Sidesteps the tackler. Man, I got to tell you, Velatambi was dead to rights, Coach.
What an effort.
And what a great job by the sophomore quarterback, Velatambi, to get out of that mess. Look at it again.
I know he was being smothered at that time. He had a receiver going down the sideline behind the entire defense. Of course, it's kind of hard to see him when you're fighting for your life like that.
You got to wrap them up, and they did not do that right there. And it is fourth down for Hurricane, and an offside won't give them a first down here. Velatambi goes over the middle, has a man in and out of the hands of his intended receiver. At the 1 yard line was Tyshawn Dews. And so after all that mess, Parkersburg South holds him and takes over on downs.
Yeah, Velatambi just needs to adjust his throw a little bit. As we saw, there was 3 different times he could have hit a deep pass, possibly all 3 of them for a touchdown. So if he can settle down and adjust that throw a little bit, and if they can help keep a little bit more of that pressure out there, I think they can do some good things as the game goes on.
So Parkersburg South, we take our first look at the Patriots. Their quarterback, Robert Shockey, 6'2", 190. And the handoff on the outside, that is Gage Wright. Wright is a 6 foot, 165-pound junior, 1,343 yards on the year. He averages 12 per carry, 28 touchdowns on the season for Gage Wright.
That's not too bad.
Shockey, swing pass, and with the reception still on his feet, now out of bounds, is Cyrus Traw.
I'll tell you one thing, neither one of these teams take too much time to worry about huddling, do they?
No. No, both teams going tempo right here. Traw with 15 yards per catch this year. Now Shockey wants to keep it. Loses his footing going around the right end, and we're going to have a flag. First flag of the day when Parkersburg South has the ball. That's probably in the area of holding. And it is. Holding against Parkersburg South, so that will negate a nice little run by Shockey. and that'll move the Patriots back 10 yards down to back to the 41-yard line. First and about 17. Shockey. Quick little out route. Pass is caught by Tristan Walker. Walker, 6'4" junior. Nice height to have on an outside, Coach.
Sure is.
Wide open in the middle. That is Traw. Traw on his feet at the 30, 25. Traw at the 20, 15, 10, down to the 8-yard line. And Cyrus Traw with a huge gain for Parkersburg South, and they are in the red zone for the first time today.
And they're getting down the lineup and go fast again.
Handoff up the middle quickly, and they're going to stop that play before it ever started. Offside against the Redskins. When Parkersburg South, Coach, is in the red zone, they have scored 84% of the time. 78% of those have been touchdowns. Shockey, quarterback draw, touchdown Patriots!
What a dive. Sailed right in there.
And so we talked about the explosiveness of Parkersburg South's offense, and you saw it right there. They took advantage of a four-down stop, and they took it right down the field and scored.
And got down on the goal line in the red zone offense, spread the receivers out, opened it up in the middle for the play.
Micaiah Jones on to attempt the extra point. And partially blocked, but it was good. Out of the hold of Turner Garrettson, our score with 8:05 left to go in the first. Parkersburg South leads it 7-0. We'll take a break. You're watching playoff football on RSN Sports. We're coming right back.
At Dutch Miller Jeep of South Charleston, we're the #1 Jeep dealer in the entire state of West Virginia for one reason: friends and family pricing for everyone.
For a limited time, during Jeep Adventure Days, lease a Compass Latitude 4x4 or Renegade Latitude 4x4 for just $299 a month.
Time for a Labor Day tents event.
Welcome back to the Erickson All Sports Facility. Our score with 8:05 to go in the first. Parkersburg South leads it 7-0 on a Robert Shockey 4-yard quarterback draw. And again, a squib kick or an onside attempt, and the Hurricane recovers.
Rolling the bones again there.
Well, they're trying to keep the ball, obviously, away from LaRon Dews Hall.
Oh, yeah, I would be too.
Yeah, that kid can fly.
Talk about tempo on offense, though. That last series by the Patriots was very impressive.
Yep.
And we getting ready to watch an offense that will come out and do the same.
Everybody going no huddle here. It's all tempo. Two wide receivers to the bottom of your screen, near side, one to the top. Fumble on the play, and Bellatombi falls on it. He tried to hand it off, Coach, to Jeremiah Riffle. I don't think Riffle knew it was coming.
And South, once again, bringing another blitzer in there. I think the Hurricanes' offensive linemen are having trouble picking up that extra guy scheme-wise.
Now 4 wides, 2 per side. Bellatombi wants to throw on the smoke route. He's got a man, but he just gets back to the line of scrimmage, and that's number 1, Heath Montgomery. So now quickly, Coach, a 3rd down and 13. Well, 3rd and about 10. He got back to the line of scrimmage. Velatombi in the gun. Play action. He's hit as he throws. And Velatombi took a shot.
I was talking about this earlier. When you're getting blitzes off the edge like that, an extra guy walks up there, you have to throw them out of those blitzes because you don't have anybody to pick that guy up.
And they're going for it. And South's fans are just upset at the fact that their kids can't stay on side. So now it's a more manageable 4th and 5. It was, 4th and 10. South not set. Hurricane hands the ball off, and they get Riffle in the backfield, and South will take over on downs.
Those 3 big guys up front are causing a lot of problems for the Redskins.
So South will take over, starting at their own 48-yard line after Hurricane goes 4 and out. 4 wide receivers for the Patriots. 2 on the far side, 2 in the near side. Right comes in motion. Shockey wants to throw, has a man downfield, and no flag on the play intended for Tristan Walker. And the South fans wanted a pass interference, and I got to be honest with you, they probably have a case. Heath Montgomery, on the coverage. You're being awful quiet.
I'm sitting here studying what's going on. I was trying to decide about that pass.
That's what I was asking. Yeah.
It's a tough call there.
Well, there's a lot of hand jiving going on there. Now 3rd down. Patriots. Screen pass is.
One of the things I was contemplating while we were sitting here watching this is the fact that both of these offenses have been so explosive, and when they both get throttled down and they're not moving the ball bang, bang right down the field, how much does that affect them psychologically? Is it going to interrupt their train of motion as far as performing, or they're going to be able to overcome that and keep fighting,
Yeah.
For example, Hurricane scored identical 56 points in 2 games in a row, against the University of George Washington, and now they haven't scored any, and quarter's halfway gone, and South likes to put points on the board too. So it's going to be interesting to see how it works mentally here.
Holding call against Parkersburg South is going to move him back to the 39-yard line, so it'll be 3rd and a bunch. Shockey has it batted down by Mondrell Dean, and South's going to have to punt. So it'll be the first punt that we see today.
Great job not only rushing with your body and your head, but using your eyes to see what's going on. Good job by Mondrell.
Shockey does the punting duties for the Patriots, and he's standing back at his 25. He gets off a line drive, and almost disaster for Montgomery as he couldn't handle it.
That's the 2nd time today the Redskins have dodged a bullet on putting the ball on the ground.
Yeah.
No, 3, wasn't it? Yeah, 3 times.
So Hurricane will come out for their 3rd possession of the game. First time they didn't have too awful much trouble moving the football. Of course, it was aided by a couple of South offside penalties to keep drives alive. Pistol formation. Velatombi hands the ball off. That's Riffle. And South stands him right up at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the 3 big guys you have up front for South, the big uglies there are doing a great job of stalemating Hurricane's offensive linemen, which gives the linebackers the ability to scrape through the gaps and make the plays.
Exactly. Ripito comes to the bottom of your screen, so Now 2-2, near side, far side, and the pass is caught and complete to Ripito out to the 42-yard line, close to a first down.
Maybe Velotombi settle down here now and get some more accuracy back.
They will give him a first down.
And the Pepsi truck, number 4, is back in the game.
What a big dude, man.
What an impressive athlete.
Little screen pass to the right side. And South picks it up after a couple of yard gain by Bryson Murrell.
Great job by their secondary in pursuit. They get out there quick and cover that stuff.
Yeah.
I think maybe they might have used Dean as a little bit of a decoy that time.
He stays in the game, and they hand the ball to him. Mondrell Dean, right side, out to the 50-yard line. He'll be short of the first down.
And what's happening here, they're playing a lot of man-to-man on these receivers. They have those 2 linebackers in there that are free to blitz, and so that's causing a lot of problems.
Flag on the play. They give it to Dean on the same play, and we'll see what the flag is. It's a legal substitution against Parkersburg South. That's 5 yards, and that'll be a first down.
When the linebackers all blitz up into the line like we've been talking about, it gives you about a 10-yard window behind where they were. And if you could get once come in there and get a crossing route like I was talking about earlier, you could probably hit it for a big gain.
Mondrell Dean over the right side. Dean still on his feet down the sideline. First down yardage and more, and he's run out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Another first down for Hurricane.
Good job by the Redskins there, blocking down and pulling and coming out with 2 offensive linemen. Counter tray action, which I think is the best running play in football.
And another penalty on Parkersburg South. They're going to call that one on Gage Wright, although I don't know what, unless it was an unsportsmanlike after the fact, which that's what they're marking off. So 15 yards on top of the run. And Parkersburg South, you know, one of the things they were talking about here in the press box, I was just listening to folks talking, and they say that one of the things that is a problem for the Patriots, as you see Riffle go right into the end zone for a Hurricane touchdown, is discipline and penalties.
Right.
And that has shown so far in this first quarter.
It sure has.
Parkersburg South has been racked with penalties, and it's cost them.
I'll tell you, excuse me, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say it cost them on this drive.
Sure, that was the counter tray again. Great play, block down, kick out, lead up through there. And as you can see, Parkersburg South, some of their big guys are getting a little gas now. Hands on the hips, trying to put up with this pace, you know.
Caleb Johnson on to attempt the extra point. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. We are tied with 4:18 to go in the first. Our score, Parkersburg South 7, Hurricane 7. We'll take a break. You're watching high school football playoff action on RSN Sports. Stay with us. We're coming right back.
This is our biggest event ever with the most cars and the most offers.
We've got 4 locations of inventory. Not only are we selling at our main lots, but we've got tents at the Kanawha Mall and the Old Sport Mart Plaza. Every test drive is a chance to win $1,000. Buy a car and get your choice of $1,000 cash, no payments until 2023, 250 gallons of gas, or take a bigger discount.
With the best trade-in figures powered by Kelly Blue Book Instant Cash Offer, you can get the best deals of the year.
Go to TopJ4.com and see for yourself.
Ball Toyota is here for you. Gas prices got you down? Toyota has a hybrid for everyone, like the 53 MPG Corolla or Camry, the 58 MPG Prius, the 41 MPG RAV4, the 40 MPG Venza, and the 36 MPG Highlander. Need more room or want to haul a trailer or boat? Get the new 22 MPG Tundra Hybrid. Give your new Toyota the protection it deserves with a genuine Toyota service contract. Visit balltoyota.com. Ball Toyota of Charleston.
It won't fall over.
I would say that certainly stopped his progress.
Loss of a yard, 2nd down and 11 for the Patriots. 4 wides. Shotgun formation. Shockey keeps it. And Hurricane stands him right up for another yard loss.
Guess who it was? Number 4.
And that one was kind of slow motion. I think Shockey might have lost his footing there making that cut. And now, 3rd and 12. Low snap, play action. Shockey over the middle, intercepted. Hurricanes got it coming back the other way. Intercepted by number 33, Joey Quijano.
Great awareness there in the middle. Good looking play with the receiver run behind him, but he just was able to get up and do it.
First turnover of the game. And now the Redskins are in business at the 29-yard line of Parkersburg South. Villatombi in the gun, pitches it to Dean. He wants to throw, wide open, touchdown Hurricane.
Oh boy, caught him asleep right there that time.
Heath Montgomery from Mondrell Dean, and there's a flag on the play. There's a flag at the 22-yard
Ineligible
line.
receiver, wow, it's coming back.
That is a big.
Couldn't have executed it any better.
Nope. Big sigh of relief for Parkersburg South. And they'll march it back to the 34-yard line. Well, that was a nice play executed.
Yes, it was. And it's tough when you get in playoff situations like this. You don't want to step on your own toes like that. You know, it could really cost you if it stays tight like it is right now.
Another flag. Offside, Parkersburg South.
So we're right back where we started from.
Boy, if I'm Nathan Tanner, head coach of the Patriots.
Oh, man.
If I wasn't bald before this game, I'm going to be at halftime because my hair would be falling out. Mistake after mistake after mistake for Parkersburg South. Riffle, the ball carrier. He's got first down yardage inside the 20, down to the 17-yard line. First down, Redskins.
And the Redskins had a hole that time. You could drive one of those new electric Chevrolets through.
Right there it was. Riffle doing a nice job. And right now, Hurricane back at it. That one went to LaRon Dews Hall, the freshman. Hand off to Riffle, right side, steps out of a tackle, gets another couple of yards. He's down close to first down yardage, Coach, and right now Hurricane is running all over Parkersburg South.
Well, like I was saying earlier, if you look at the Parkersburg defense, they got their hands on their hips, they're bending over, they're getting gassed. See, they're not even lined up yet. There's a good counter again.
Dean down to the 1-yard line.
Nice little variation on the counter that time. They pulled the backside guard and kicked the end out, then led with the fullback up through the hole. Or the wingback, rather.
Dean again.
Same play.
And Parkersburg South this time was able to stuff that hole on the left side of the line. And Dean may have lost a yard. Clock is stopped with 1:17 to go. Another penalty for Parkersburg South. Half the distance to the goal on the face mask. And LaRon Deuce Hall just came off the field for Hurricane. He's limping pretty bad. They're going to take a look at him.
Hopefully it's just a cramp.
Dean, end zone, touchdown Redskins. And some extracurricular going on after the play.
Well, it looks like Hurricanes' offensive front is getting stronger as the game goes. And they're getting in rhythm now.
They've got all kinds of experience. Only one junior on that line.
Right.
Caleb Conrad. The rest are seniors. So experience prevails there. And again, they average 250 across the front, so they're strong.
Blue shoes didn't work very well that time.
No, they did not. As South blocks.
Looked kind of like maybe a bobbled snap as low as the trajectory was.
1:06 to go in the first quarter, and our score, Hurricane 13, Parkersburg South 7. We'll take a break. We're coming right back on RSN Sports AAA playoff action in West Virginia.
I'm attorney Bobby Warner. Congress recently created a fund to compensate victims of Camp Lejeune who were exposed to toxic waters between 1953 and 1987. If you or a loved one were diagnosed with cancer or other health issues related to toxic water exposure at Camp Lejeune, call today for a free case evaluation.
Bobby Warner, now's the time. Call 345.
What started as the Parmar Oil Company in 1967 has grown into 116 convenience stores in 4 states. Parmar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Parmar stores are all about being your above-par convenience store. If you don't have a Parmar store near you now, you will soon. Parmar Convenience Stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
Here at Elite Roofing, we take pride in helping you take care of the people who mean the most to you. We specialize in residential and commercial roofing services. Our roofing company is dedicated to providing customer service that is simply second to none. Whether you have a new construction project or need to replace an old or damaged roof, our roofing contractors in West Virginia and surrounding areas have what it takes to meet all of your commercial and residential roofing needs.
Back to live action here at Erickson, and Caleb Johnson kicks the ball out of bounds on the kickoff, so Parkersburg South will have decent field position to start out. So we were talking off air, and Hurricanes' tempo is starting to take its toll on the Patriots, Coach.
Yeah, it is, and you can tell the rhythm of the offensive line is starting to roll in there too. You know, they were a little off sorts first couple of series, but now they're really starting to work like a one machine. You know, as you were talking about with those older guys, they ought to be able to pick it up and get the job done, hopefully from now on.
So they're going to make them kick it again. I want to thank the folks at Frontier Communications providing production for this broadcast via Joe Oliver Productions. Also, Yes Chevrolet, a proud sponsor of today's production on RSN Sports. HD Media, Gameday. Contact them today for the best deal on your next purchase. West Virginia Coal Association, still coal keeps the stadium lights on, and we also want to thank Chris Miller and the folks at Dutch Miller Auto Group. They are official sponsor of Game Day's Tailgate Show. And that Dutch Miller Tailgate Show, you've been a star of that thing all year, man.
Well, I'll tell you, that Chris Miller is a character now,
yeah,
let me tell you.
Yeah. Traw from his 5-yard line. Cyrus Traw around the left side. Traw still on his feet at the left side.
And here we go, starting from the same spot again.
43-yard line.
They keep it up, they may just go ahead and spot it for each team. So
Robert Shockey will come back out for Parkersburg South as the quarterback. Boy, it's interesting to see the adjustment that Hurricane has made, because that first possession that Parkersburg South had, they went right down the field. Couldn't stop them, and these last 2 possessions, they've been out quick. Turnover and a punt. South fans and the players wanted an offside. They didn't get it. Gage Wright, the ball carrier, and Hurricanes defense is all over him. That defensive line averages 214. Drake Lanham at 215. Jacob Ellis 190. Nate McKay, nose guard at 280. And Camille Ramey 170. They did the job right there.
And you notice most of those guys don't play on offense. So
Yeah.
they almost have two platoons, which is a great advantage when you're going tempo all the time.
Sure. Shockey wants to throw. He'll roll to his right. Has a man. Pass is caught by Mason Reams. And Reams out across the 45 to the 47-yard line. It'll be third down and about 8. Traw, the ball carrier. And Traw is going to be out of bounds. First down yardage for Parkersburg South. He's down to the 41, 42, or 41. Somewhere near the 40. Bad snap. Shockey in trouble, and down he goes. Dalton V on the center just kind of skipped that one back to Shockey.
Well, one thing for sure, you know when the quarter's over here.
Heck yeah, you do. Our score after one is Hurricane 13, Parkersburg South 7. We'll take a break. We're coming right back if I can get my heart started again.
Contact us today for a free consultation.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to $2 down. I love saying yes to $200 monthly payments. I love saying yes to up to $2,000 more for your trade. And I love saying yes to your approved with my Keith Says Yes credit approval process. All of this plus a lifetime warranty only at Yes Chevrolet in Hurricane.
At Dutch Miller Hyundai in Huntington, we've got more than 50 brand new Hyundais set to hit the lot, including Appalachia's best selection of hybrids. Plus, how about no payments until next year? Text or chat now and even get pre-approved at DutchMillerHyundai.com.
Welcome back to the Erickson All Sports Facility. 13-7 our score as we start the second quarter in favor of the Hurricane Redskins. South with the football. Second down and 14 after the bad snap. Shockey under pressure. Now he steps out of it. Throws, has a man downfield, and it's caught! Down the right sideline, into the end zone for a touchdown for Parkersburg South. That is Tristan Walker.
What an athletic play by the quarterback to get out of that mess and throw that ball down.
He was in a world of hurt, wasn't he?
He sure was, because it looked like they didn't block anyone. Then the floodgates opened, and he rolled out of there. Great vision looking down the field. Nice throw.
So Tristan Walker with his 5th touchdown of the year. And Parkersburg South is an extra point away from going back up on top. Micaiah Jones. Bad snap again, but the kick is up and good.
And we were talking about earlier how big of an impact special teams can have in your game, particularly when you're evenly matched like these two teams are.
Yeah, for sure. We'll keep it right here. I want to thank our sponsors as well. Todd Judy Ford, a proud partner of RSN Sports and HD Media's Game Day, which provides the state's most complete lineup of top games each week. For the best lineup of great vehicles to choose from, stop by our locations at Patrick Street and Marmet and be an MVP. And also, Todd Judy has just now acquired Charleston Mitsubishi. So it's Todd Judy Ford and Mitsubishi as well. Brian Prim Law, a proud sponsor of today's presentation on RSN Sports and HD Media's Game Day. Prim Law is your first call for personal injury help. Prim Law is also a proud supporter of Hurricane High Athletics. And Brian says, go Redskins. And, you know, before you know it, it's basketball season, and RSN Media We'll tip off basketball season on December 9th. Full lineup of teams from across our coverage area, plus in-depth coverage of the Parmar Classic, MSAC Night of Champions, and the Parmar Shootout.
Out of bounds.
Isn't there there's a segment on College Day Game Day on ESPN every Saturday morning. It's called You Had One Job.
Yeah. Well, I think he was trying to lob it into the hole in between the medium area guys and the back guys, and put a little too much lob on the lob, I guess.
I went last month when I was down in South Carolina watching my son's team play. You never know who you're sitting around, right? So you got to watch your mouth.
Right.
So our kicker, kicked it out of bounds. And I'm like, dude, you had one job, and his mother's sitting right in front of me.
Of course you
and
was.
She turns around, and I think Aunt Martha was there too, and she turned around and gave me the dirtiest look. I'm telling you what, they do not want number 5, LaRon Dews Hall, to get that football.
Well, and it must have been in writing. Like I said, both teams have to start in between the 30 and 40-yard line on their offensive series each time. South defense, I have a feeling, Brian, this time's going to be a little stronger. They've had a little bit of time to rest here. We'll see what happens.
Hurricane led by Donnie Mays, first-year coach, but he's been around. This is his 10th season, and Jeremiah Riffle just got pancaked by Turner Garrettson.
As long as they do not challenge the pass coverage on those linebackers, they're free to just blitz and create havoc on every play.
Talking about Coach Mays, he won a state championship in 2020. And Bellatombi throws into double coverage. Nice job there from Parkersburg South on the coverage. Dews wanted a flag, but pretty good coverage there from the Patriots.
Yes, it was. Almost turned into triple coverage.
But Donnie won that state championship in 2020 when he coached South Charleston.
Right.
Graduate of WVU coming into this season. His career is 64 and 44. So 3rd and 10. Parkersburg South making some noise. Their fans. Bellatombi wants to throw. Has a man. Overshot him. It's intercepted. That is Cyrus Traw with the pick. Traw gets back to the 42-yard line, and a flag comes in late. There's going to be a face mask on Hurricanes number 75, and that looks like Owen Duffy. I got to see the official word, but I believe it's a face mask on 75. And if that's so, that'll add another 15 yards.
You know, as a coach, something I talk about a lot of times. Hold on for the call. Personal foul, huh?
Well, okay, so maybe it wasn't a face mask, but it was a personal foul, no matter whatever he did.
This is something as a coach you preach to your kids all the time about interception stuff. You've got to be able to settle down mentally and adapt to sudden change. You know, you're driving the ball, you throw a nice long, deep ball, you think you're going to get a big gain on that, and then they intercept. So now they have to adapt and be ready to go.
You know, I know it's early, but I have a feeling like whoever has the ball last is going to win this game. Shockey on the keeper. He thought about the option to Gage Wright, but he thought better of it and just hung on. You were at the convenience store down the road here today, and you heard a little rumor about Wright on your way to the ball game, didn't you?
Yes, there was a guy in there who told me that Shockey been battling some stomach illness this week.
Shockey or Wright?
I'm sorry, Gage Wright, yes.
Yeah.
He said that he's been feeling pretty rough, so I don't know if that has anything to do with anything now.
Mad Max in the house. He is a staple of Parkersburg South athletics.
Both of these teams very well coached in the secondary and coming up and taking on those quick out passes and quick screens.
That's Larry Maxwell, ladies and gentlemen. Another bad snap. Shockey steps up, throws, has a man, and there's the flag. Pass interference that time on LaRon Dews Hall.
I don't know about that one.
I got to agree with him. Tristan Walker, the intended receiver, and it looked like he had hands on him as he was going up to make that catch.
I'll tell you what, that nice throw by the quarterback.
And I'll tell you something else. They've got to get their act together, center and quarterback on the snaps, because they've really created some bad situations because the snaps have been poor. 10-yard penalty against Hurricane. That'll be first down for South. Shockey wants to keep it. Goes around the right side. Run out of bounds at the 16. Close to the line to gain.
They're saying no first down.
Well, he was about a yard short.
Yep.
Good spot. Again, bad snap. Well, actually, it was a good snap. Shockey just dropped it. Handed the ball up to Gage Wright, and Wright is going to be close but short.
So, sometimes when you've been playing all year and you do things really well and then they get sloppy, a lot of times it's caused by the guy that's playing across from you.
Yeah. Shockey with the keeper. He'll fall ahead for the first down. Shockey averages 92 yards a game rushing the football. So he's not afraid to run. He's a 69% completion rate on the year.
He does a great job with his legs, that's for sure.
Again, low snap causes a problem. And Shockey was down. They're going to say he was down at the 20-yard line. And we have an injured Redskin.
Two of them.
On the near side. That is Joey Quijano.
Jacob Ellis. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, for this being the 13th game of the season, you'd think you'd have that down by now. But like you said, a lot of it has to do with who's on the other side of the football.
Right. I always know as a player and as a coach, if you had a guy across from you when you're a center who's really quick and can get through there, it causes a lot of problems because the center will try to hurry up and snap a little bit and cause problems.
Right. So 2nd and 10 now for Parkersburg South. Line of scrimmage is the 15. Clock stopped with 8:25 to go in the first half. Four wide receivers for Parkersburg South. Shotgun formation. Gage Wright is the sidecar to his left. Now he'll go to Shockey's right. Shockey, screen pass. Pass is caught by Tristan Walker, but there's a flag on the play. And I think this one's coming back. Ineligible receiver downfield against Parkersburg South. So that's a 5-yard penalty. They'll keep the down.
That's one of the problems that RPO offense causes. Sometimes, the quarterback can't see everybody doing what they're doing. Causes a lot of problems for the defense, obviously, if you're doing it right.
Yeah. Want to thank the hospitality here at Parkersburg South. They have drinks for us. They have food for us here. They do it right. Jennifer Knoll, the athletic director here at South, and it's really a high-class operation. Here's a high-class running back. Touchdown, Patriots. Gage Wright, stomach flu and all.
Great job on the right-hand side of that offensive line. Tyson Wagner and Demetrius Gerhardt blowing them up over there.
20 yards, and he just scampered around the outside.
Yeah, beautiful hole over
there.
there.
The angle. Stomach flu. I'll show you stomach flu,
there you
he
go.
says.
The two big diesels up there, buddy, were blowing that out of there, coming off the ball. What a good job up front.
Patriots trying to take an 8-point advantage now, leading at 20-13, pending the extra point. Good snap, good hold, good kick. With 7:49 to go in the first half, Parkersburg South 21, Hurricane 13. We'll take a break. We're coming right back on RSN Sports coverage of the WVSSAC AAA state finals, or semifinals.
Hi, I'm Doug Scaff, president of HD Media. Really excited about what we're building here, and even more excited to take you along for the ride. So buckle up, and let me introduce you to the new HD Media Plus app, the future of digital journalism. This will be your home for local news, sports, and features that you won't see anywhere else, all in one convenient location. And it's easy to set up right now on your smart TV. Just type in HD space media under the search. Look for that bright green logo and add the channel when it pops up. HD Media Plus is currently available on Roku, Fire Stick, or Apple TV, and coming soon to all iOS and Android systems. So download it on your TV today and join us as we lead the way into a new era of digital journalism tailored to your interests.
And we're back at the Erickson Hall Sports Facility. And for the first time today, Parkersburg South has kicked it deep, and Hurricane wasn't ready for it. LaRon Dews Hall is in a world of trouble, and they've got him down inside the 10-yard line. Wow. Hey, some other scores, Coach, from around the state of West Virginia in AAA. Huntington is leading Martinsburg right now in the second quarter, 14-7. In AA, the Independence has already punched their ticket, winning over North Marion last night, and Frankfort and Herbert Hoover play later today. And single A, by the way, Coach, is set. James Monroe just clobbered Wheeling Central last night, 27-7, and Williamstown did the same to Doddridge County, as Villatomby is going to be sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Well, Williamstown beating Doddridge County last night 53-21. So
wow.
The single A final is set for next Saturday night at 7 o'clock in Wheeling Island. We'll keep an eye on the Huntington-Martinsburg game for you, as well as any other action that's going on. I know Michigan and Ohio State are playing today. Buckeyes leading at halftime there.
Redskins in the hole right now.
They are indeed. And they give it to Jeremiah Riffle to help him get out of it. He'll get across the 5, and that's out to the 8. That's about it.
Hats off Parkersburg South for their defensive schemes up front today. They're mixing it up, bringing blitzes from different spots, twisting the interior guys, and they're really stopping up, and Hurricane just can't get too much off the football.
3rd down and 11 for the Redskins. Villatomby in the shotgun. Screen pass. And Cyrus Traw met him at the 2-yard line, and forward progress will keep him out of the end zone. Actually, he met him at the 6-yard line and drove him back into the end zone. But for the first time today, Hurricane's going to have to punt the football.
Sure are. What did I say about sudden change, you know?
Yeah.
And that's a dangerous spot where that young man is standing. Several times in my career, I've seen them catch that ball and step backward on that line.
Yeah, don't want to do that. Snap is critical right here. And it's high. Oh, there's going to be a flag there. No flag. Happened right in front of the official.
Wow.
And Ripito went down hard as he was hit by Tyler Hall, number 12. Look at it right here. Watch this. Bam, ran right into him.
Coach Mays is about to blow a gasket over there, and I don't blame him either.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
That was a terrible non-call.
So Parkersburg South leading 21-13. Has pretty darn good field position at the 41 of the Redskins. Shotgun for Shockey. Play action. He wants to throw. He's in trouble. Gets out of it. Shockey over the left side. Has a man down the left side. That is number 5, Turner Garrettson. And Garrettson inside the 20 down to the 16-yard line.
Second time today we've seen Shockey just somehow escape that bedlam and get out there and make things happen.
6'2", 190. He's a junior, and he's put together. Good size for a quarterback. Almost intercepted.
Goodness gracious.
Lucas Ripito stepped right in front of Cyrus Traw and almost went all the way. Pass intended for number 1, Cyrus Traw, and Ripito just about had it. Wow, that was close.
Yes, it was.
2nd and 10 from the 18. Shockey rolls right. Looking in the end zone for Traw. He overshot him. Good coverage there by Bryson Murrell.
Nice job protecting up front by the big Hoggies that time, too. Good job. You can tell these guys, both sides now, they're playing hard. They're getting a little tired, you know. Of course, it's toward halftime they would be. This is when you have to suck it up and start pushing, you know.
All right, Coach, so 5:20 to go here. How big is the score for Parkersburg South right here? I mean, that's got to be huge.
Big time.
They're already up 8. They could go up 15 if they hold them going into the locker room. Shotgun, Gage right in motion. Now he'll take the handoff. He's met in the backfield by Lucas Ripito, and he gets some help from his buddies.
Great effort.
So back across the 15. He's going to be short. He's got to get to the what, Coach? About the 8-yard line,
Yes,
7-yard
sir.
line?
Like I was talking about just earlier today, this starts now becomes a point of how good are you mentally and psychologically. You know, can you handle this a little bit? Are you going to be able to recover and come back and do what you need to do? You know what I mean?
Parkersburg South is going to attempt a field goal here of 31 yards. Their kicker, Micaiah Jones, is out. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is up. And the kick is good from 31. Nice job there from Micaiah Jones, the senior. Got a little leg on him.
Yeah, as the musket roars once again.
So Parkersburg South increases their lead to 11, 24-13. We'll keep it right here. You know, you can read all about today's game at wvgazettemail.com or heralddispatch.com. Coming up later on, we will select the Kroger Player of the Game. We've had some good ones this year.
Yes, we have. You know, like I said, my favorite thing, I'm so grateful to RSN for letting me do this. I mean, you know, it's not a job. It's just a lot of fun. I get to come out and watch my favorite thing, high school football. There's nothing like it in the world.
I got to tell you, and I'm not just saying this because you can beat me up. I'm saying this because, you know, when they found you, they found somebody that's really good. It's so good to have somebody so knowledgeable about the game of football. And you've coached it, you've played it, and it's been a joy calling games with you this year.
Well, thank you, Brian. I appreciate that. It's been a ball.
So South will kick it deep again for the second time, and that's picked up LaRon Dews Hall. And good coverage by the Patriots.
Well, I was getting ready to say, you know, earlier on they were pooching it or trying to onside or whatever. And with what happened last time to Hurricanes field position, I'd be kicking that baby as deep as I could every time now.
Yeah. So with 4:18 to go here in the first half, Hurricane will try to get back on track offensively. And they've had a couple of bad series here.
Well, and credit Parkersburg South a lot, too. You know, I was talking about how Hurricane was getting into a flow. Well, the Patriots have been upsetting it, you know.
Hand off to Riffle. Left side, he lost the football, but he was down. Wrapped up there by Turner Garrettson. And they're going to mark it just a couple of yards. Second and 8.
See, once again, they're playing a man-to-man defense. Leaves those linebackers free just to fly up in there.
Shotgun formation with Mondrell Dean now in the backfield. 3 wide receivers. Villatombi wants to throw. Has a man wide open. Pass is caught. And that is Tyshawn Dews.
Great job of protection that time. They picked up everybody. And that's what you have to do if they're blitzing all the time. You have to do exactly that. You have to get rid of that ball quick.
First down for the Redskins. Dean, the ball carrier. Mondrell Dean wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and he says, so what? I'm going to drag you about 3 yards before you get me.
I'm sure he definitely has some interest from several schools because he is a player.
Brendan Bean there on the stop for the Patriots. 2nd and 7. They gave him 3 yards. Now the ball carrier is Elijah Rivera.
And what they're doing now, where they're running the ball, you'll see they'll have 3 guys out here covering, and they'll take the strong safety and roll him up and bring him off the edge and use the free safety to cover the guy that he was over top of. So he's coming off the bottom there with nobody on him.
3rd and 5, and the pass is tipped. Gage Wright got his big old paw up there. And that Sam linebacker position brings up a 4th down, and Hurricanes going to punt. Or they're lining up to punt.
Now you see they have a wholesale change in the personnel here.
Ripito standing at his 23. Good snap, and he gets it off. Cyrus Traw at the 25. Makes a man miss. Has 1 blocker. Traw around the left side, still on his feet. Stiff arms a guy at the 42, and he's out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
One of the things that I was talking about getting ready to say is a lot of coaches have 2 trains of thought when it comes to special teams. Some of them like for all their younger guys to get in there so they get a chance to get into the action and be a part of what's going on. And then other coaches argue you should have your best 11 players on every special team because it's a third of your game.
Huntington still over Martinsburg at the half, 14-7. Shockey on the keeper. Robert Shockey across the 50 down to the 48-yard line, close to that first down. Parkersburg South with so many offensive weapons, Coach. They can run it, they can throw it, misdirection.
And they have a jackrabbit back there that can get out of anything.
And they're going to have to stop this play. They didn't even have the chain set, and they ran another play. They're going to let it continue. Turner Garrettson. So I don't even know where the line of scrimmage is at this point. Shockey rolls, throws, pass is caught.
Nice open field tackling.
Tristan Walker on the reception. It'll bring up 3rd down.
Clock is rolling.
1:43 to go in the first half. I'll tell you, this has been an exciting first 24 minutes of football.
It certainly has.
Shockey on the keeper, and guess who got him?
The big Pepsi truck, Mondrell Dean.
Mondrell Dean stood him right up.
That young man can play the game. I'm sure he has a bright collegiate future ahead of him.
So Parkersburg South with some personnel changes here with clock running at 1:10 to go, and they're going to punt the football. Shockey is the punter.
Great job by the Redskins on the stop on that play.
Heath Montgomery back for the Redskins. He's standing at his 10-yard line. Shockey's just letting it run. No pressure at all. And he kicks it into the end zone.
Is there anything Shockey can't do?
Well, so far, no. And guess what? He's coming back next year.
Well, he might be. He and Gage Wright are so versatile, I guess they could probably go in and fix hot dogs at halftime, too.
You know, Parkersburg South is relatively a young ball club. If you look across the line, they have 3 out of 5 seniors. They have 1 junior and 1 sophomore. Their quarterback's a junior. Tristan Walker's a junior. They're going to lose Mason Reams. Turner Garrettson, who's also the backup quarterback, he's a junior. Gage Wright, junior. They're going to lose Traw, and that's on offense. Defense, they go sophomore, senior on the defensive line. Pass is caught by Bryson Murrell.
Total full-on blitz again that time.
Again on defense, junior, senior, junior. Those are the linebackers. Their secondary, senior, junior. So they're relatively young as Parkersburg South.
You know, the other thing is you can tell about both of these teams, I can't anyway, they're both very well coached.
Yeah.
You know, they're good fundamentally. They're doing the things they should be doing. And the thing that impresses me, and really it's a lot of times how you get to this time of year, is where you have a handful of playmakers on each side that can make something happen at any moment.
Yeah.
You know, which is a great advantage.
Nathan Tanner is in his 4th season at Parkersburg South. He took over in 2019 from my buddy Mike Eddy. I always loved Mike because he had that Jim the Anvil Neidhart goatee beard. He always wore it, you know. And but Tanner, a graduate of Concord University, 28-15 record at South. He's had him in the playoffs 3 of the 4 years he's been here. Of course, we don't count the COVID year. Nobody does, as Villatombi is sacked in the backfield, although he does get the pass off. Clock stop with exactly 26.
Hard to do anything throwing the football when you have more guys coming than you can block. It's kind of basic math.
Coach, can you, right before we go to half, can you put your finger on the adjustments that South has made to grab the momentum back in this football game?
Sure. This is the thing they're doing, like I've been talking about all day, the linebackers run free. And they have the ability. Wonder what that, maybe grounding?
No, I think there was a late hit out of bounds.
But as long as you've got those guys up front jamming that line, letting those linebackers either blitz or scrape and run free, you're going to have your hands full. You got to be able to handle the linebackers, and they're not doing it right now.
Okay. So they called an ineligible man downfield. Pass was intended for Mondrell Dean, and it was in and out of his hands. It wasn't counted anyway. But that's a good observation. You know, the fact that those linebackers are having a heyday is certainly helping out.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked about earlier, you got to throw the ball where they're not. If they're going to walk up there and jam it up in there every play, well, dump the ball behind them on a crossing route. You know, there's nobody there.
Yeah, and the other thing they're doing is I think they're taking Jeremiah Riffle out of this game.
Right.
You know, because he comes in with over 2,000 yards, averaging 9 yards per carry, 171 a game, and they've really put the kibosh on him in this first half. And Mason Reams decides to not fair catch it, and he'll catch it and move it up to the 45-yard line. So South will have 10 seconds or so for a couple of plays. But they've taken Jeremiah Riffle out of the mix.
Right.
And they have not allowed Villatombi to get comfortable enough to be accurate.
And one of the things they're doing, in addition to the linebacker blitzing I was talking about earlier, if they line up like in trips, they'll take the strong safety and put him down beside the end and roll the free safety up to cover the trips, and he comes off the edge and nobody's blocking him.
Yeah.
You have to adjust to that stuff.
So South will take over at the Hurricane 45-yard line. 4 seconds on the play clock. 1 second. They just get it off. Another bad snap. Shockey has the ball tipped. And South just shooting themselves in the foot right there on that play.
There's good old number 4 disrupting everything once again.
Man, I'd like to know who's looking at that kid.
He's well coached. He's doing a great job. Of course, a lot of it comes a lot easier for him than does a lot of people. You can tell what an athlete he is.
You know, it's interesting. I went to the Hurricane practice this week just so I could talk to Donnie Mays there for a little bit. And they've got those great facilities at the high school. They were not practicing at the high school. Coach Mays moved him down to Hurricane Middle School, which is a grass field. And I asked him about it, and he said, we're playing on grass. We're going to practice on grass.
There you go.
Shockey wants to throw over the middle and in and out of the hands of Cyrus Traw, and that's the end of the first half. Parkersburg South leads at 24-13. We'll invite you to stick around and watch some messages from our sponsor, and we'll be back before the third quarter kickoff on RSN Sports coverage of West Virginia High School AAA semifinal action. Stay with us.
Time for a Labor Day tents event.
This is our biggest event ever with the most cards and the most offers.
We've got 4 locations of inventory. Not only are we selling at our main lots, but we've got tents at the Kanawha Mall and the Old Sport Mart Plaza. Every test drive is a chance to win $1,000. Buy a car and get your choice of $1,000 cash, no payments until 2023, 250 gallons of gas, or take a bigger discount.
With the best trade-in figures powered by Kelley Blue Book Instant Cash Offer, you can get the best deals of the year.
Go to ToddJ4.com and see for yourself.
It's trick-or-treat season, and there's 3 things I can't wait to do. Give away all my candy corn. I'm just not into it. Put on my costume of my best amigo, Wes. Pretty spot on, don't you think? And haul away all my candy in my brand new truck from Dutch Miller Ram of South Charleston.
During Ram Power Days, qualified buyers can get 0% financing for up to 6 years on select 2022 Ram Crew Cab and Quad Cab Laramies and Bighorns.
I've said it for years. I try to make an impact by taking an impact. And right now, I'm basically worthless. But Kia is so safe, every day I walk in there, I walk out without a scratch. I mean, it's not like I'm not being put to good use. Not where I'm at Kia, it's just the opposite of dangerous. It's just really safe. And they keep cranking out safer vehicles every year, so I have no future here.
Right now at Dutch Miller Kia, get a 2023 Sportage starting at just $269 a month. At Dutch Miller Chevrolet, it's Truck Month with a fresh order of brand new Silverados hitting the lot with true invoice pricing. And to top it off, how about no payments until next year? Text or chat now.
It's our Black Friday event at Todd Judy Motors.
At the end of the month, every test drive is a chance to win up to $1,000.
Every vehicle purchased comes with a brand new TV.
You can even win a PS5.
With up to 130% of Kelley Blue Book for your vehicle, you can upgrade your ride now.
We have over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. This is your best chance to upgrade your ride with the best deals of the year.
Check out Todd Judy Ford or Todd Judy Mitsubishi Facebook now.
Hi, I'm Doug Scaff, president of HD Media. Really excited about what we're building here, and even more excited to take you along for the ride. So buckle up, and let me introduce you to the new HD Media Plus app, the future of digital journalism. This will be your home for local news, sports, and features that you won't see anywhere else, all in one convenient location. And it's easy to set up right now on your smart TV. Just type in HD space media under the search. Look for that bright green logo and add the channel when it pops up. HD Media Plus is currently available on Roku, Fire Stick, or Apple TV, and coming soon to all iOS and Android systems. So download it on your TV today and join us as we lead the way.
At Dutch Miller Jeep of South Charleston, we're the #1 Jeep dealer in the entire state of West Virginia for one reason: friends and family pricing for everyone.
For a limited time, during Jeep Adventure Days, lease a Compass Latitude 4x4 or Renegade Latitude 4x4 for just $299 a month.
I've said it for years. I try to make an impact by taking an impact. And right now, I'm basically worthless. But Kia is so safe, every day I walk in there, I walk out without a scratch. I mean, it's not like I'm not being put to good use. Not where I'm at Kia, it's just the opposite of dangerous. It's just really safe. And they keep cranking out safer vehicles every year, so I have no future here.
Right now at Dutch Miller Kia, get a 2023 Sportage starting at just $269 a month.
What started as the Parmar Oil Company in 1967 has grown into 116 convenience stores in 4 states. Parmar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Parmar stores are all about being your above-par convenience store. If you don't have a Parmar store near you now, you will soon. Parmar Convenience Stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
Here at Elite Roofing, we take pride in helping you take care of the people who mean the most to you. We specialize in residential and commercial roofing services. Our roofing company is dedicated to providing customer service that is simply second to none. Whether you have a new construction project or need to replace an old or damaged roof, our roofing contractors in West Virginia and surrounding areas have what it takes to meet all of your commercial and residential roofing needs. Contact us today for a free consultation.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to $2 down. I love saying yes to $200 monthly payments. I love saying yes to up to $2,000 more for your trade. And I love saying yes to your approved with my Keith Says Yes credit approval process. All of this plus a lifetime warranty only at Yes Chevrolet in Hurricane.
At Dutch Miller Hyundai in Huntington, we've got more than 50 brand new Hyundais set to hit the lot, including Appalachia's best selection of hybrids. Plus, how about no payments until next year? Text or chat now and even get pre-approved at DutchMillerHyundai.com.
It's our Black Friday event at Todd Judy Motors.
At the end of the month, every test drive is a chance to win up to $1,000.
Every vehicle purchased comes with a brand new TV.
You can even win a PS5.
With up to 130% of Kelley Blue Book for your vehicle, you can upgrade your ride now.
We have over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. This is your best chance to upgrade your ride with the best deals of the year.
Check out Todd Judy Ford or Todd Judy Mitsubishi Facebook now. It's our biggest prize ever.
Right now at Todd Judy Motors, you can win a car.
That's right. 4 lucky winners will win a Ford or Mitsubishi with $0 car payment. You can register in person at any Todd Judy Ford or Todd Judy Mitsubishi location.
Or go to Todd Judy Ford or Todd Judy Mitsubishi Facebook page for your chance to win.
One winner will be chosen at each store.
We're also giving away Tiffany jewelry, TVs, laptops, and even the hottest gaming consoles around.
Just go to Todd Judy Ford or Todd Judy Mitsubishi Facebook and see for yourself.
Hi, I'm Doug Scaff, president of HD Media. Really excited about what we're building here, and even more excited to take you along for the ride. So buckle up, and let me introduce you to the new HD Media Plus app, the future of digital journalism. This will be your home for local news, sports, and features that you won't see anywhere else, all in one convenient location. And it's easy to set up right now on your smart TV. Just type in HD space media under the search. Look for that bright green logo and add the channel when it pops up. HD Media Plus is currently available on Roku, Fire Stick, or Apple TV, and coming soon to all iOS and Android systems. So download it on your TV today and join us as we lead the way into a new era of digital journalism tailored to your interests and needs.
What started as the Parmar Oil Company in 1967 has grown into 116 convenience stores in 4 states. Parmar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Parmar stores are all about being your above-par convenience store. If you don't have a Parmar store near you now, you will soon. Parmar convenience stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
In Kanawha County classrooms, students of all ages and abilities have access to cutting-edge technologies and ideas. Here, students are supported by a community of teachers, coaches, parents, and administrators with the tradition of ensuring that each child has an equal opportunity to thrive. Where the answer to every what if is we're ready. We're ready to dream bigger, to climb higher. We're ready. Kanawha County Schools, ready for the world.
What started as the Parmar Oil Company in 1967 has grown into 116 convenience stores in 4 states. Parmar convenience stores offer monthly product specials and grab-and-go items. Located just down the street from where you live, Parmar stores are all about being your above-par convenience store. If you don't have a Parmar store near you now, you will soon. Parmar convenience stores, neighbors serving your community and making life a little bit easier every day.
Here at Elite Roofing, we take pride in helping you take care of the people who mean the most to you. We specialize in residential and commercial roofing services. Our roofing company is dedicated to providing customer service that is simply second to none. Whether you have a new construction project or need to replace an old or damaged roof, our roofing contractors in West Virginia and surrounding areas have what it takes to meet all of your commercial and residential roofing needs. Contact us today for a free consultation.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to $2 down. I love saying yes to $200 monthly payments. I love saying yes to up to $2,000 more for your trade. And I love saying yes to your approved with my Keith Says Yes credit approval process. All of this plus a lifetime warranty only at Yes Chevrolet in Hurricane.
At Dutch Miller Hyundai in Huntington, we've got more than 50 brand new Hyundais set to hit the lot, including Appalachia's best selection of hybrids. Plus, how about no payments until next year? Text or chat now and even get pre-approved at DutchMillerHyundai.com.
And welcome back to the Erickson All Sports Facility. At halftime, our score, Parkersburg South 24 and Hurricane 13. And so Parkersburg South and Hurricane both have had halftime to figure out what they're going to do in the next 24 minutes. How do you see it? I mean, if you're Donnie Mays, you came out and you had the momentum early. South kind of wrestled it back from you. So what do you think?
Well, I think, probably what he wants more than anything as a coach. They have to make some things happen to get the momentum roll for him here. The thing, of course, you would want would be a sudden stop and get the ball back and not let the Patriots drive down and score on this opening drive here.
Yeah, that's a good point because Parkersburg South, as we know, lost the toss. Hurricane wanted the ball, and so the Patriots will have it with an 11-point lead coming out in the second half. If you're Parkersburg South, it's kind of like business as usual, right? I mean, they struggled in the first few possessions of the football game because you saw a lot of penalties, a lot of offsides, but they kind of settled down after that.
Yeah, it appears so because every time half the time they stop themselves with the penalties, and so I think this is a big situation for both teams. Something about what Hurricane had to do. The South drives down, puts another one on the board, and goes up, 30-31 to 13. That sends a message to Hurricane mentally. This is getting tough now. We got to buckle down, and it's just you find out how tough you are mentally and what kind of resilience you have as a team when you get in these situations. It could go either way.
In the other AAA state semifinal down in Huntington, Highlanders and the Martinsburg Bulldogs are tied at 14. Martinsburg just scored here in the last minute or two, and so that game is very, very close. The single A tickets have been punched. James Monroe beat Wheeling Central last night 27-7, and then Williamstown beat Doddridge for the second time this year. That score last night 53-21. So that's your state championship game next Saturday at 7 o'clock at Wheeling Island.
And the thing that's amazing about that is Williamstown has not played a home game the whole year.
Yeah, no, that's awful.
Isn't that something?
They've had bleacher problems. They got brand new bleachers. They were so excited because they had purchased brand new bleachers. There was a problem with the install, and they were not able to get it fixed by the end of the year. So you're right. They've been playing at Marietta College. They've been playing at Parkersburg High School. The AA, by the way, one ticket has been punched. Independence beat North Marion last night soundly, 58-19. The second game to determine the second team for the state title game is tonight. Herbert Hoover, who knocked off Winfield last week. Boy, that was a game.
Yes, it was.
They're going against Frankfort tonight. So that's it. Just a couple of more games, and all the tickets will be punched. And we've got 24 minutes left in this one to see who is going to represent AAA from this neck of the woods.
The lineup look like they may be going onside here. These guys this tight.
It is a tight lineup. Caleb Johnson has it teed up at the 40, and now he'll just kick it straight up in the air. Gage Wright on the return. Down the left side, he's got room! Right at the 40, right at the 20, right at the 10. Touchdown, Parkersburg South. I do not see a flag anywhere.
Incredible return. You know, as if you look back at this, if you ever get a chance to watch a replay of it, he is a couple times has almost broken it.
You see, he's got that outside.
Yeah. What speed. Wow.
And once he had blockers, Garrettson was out there blocking for him. And once he had blockers, he was eastbound and down, man. He was on his way.
And the other thing that is so great to see, not because I'm cheering for one team or the other, but a special team on a kickoff return that for once, dear Lord, did not block somebody in the back on the return.
Oh, that is freaking aggravating. Mondrell Dean got his hand on that one, blocked it.
And coming back to what I said about sudden change, we're going to find out now what kind of guts the Redskins have.
Yeah, and we'll see what Donnie Mays discussed with them and put a plan together. We'll see what that is from halftime.
And that to me was some deceptive speed. I didn't realize he was that fast. I knew he could run pretty well, but he had the jets on that return.
Yeah, I mean, Wright is their big running back. 1,343 yards coming into the ball game with 28 touchdowns and averaging 112 yards a game. And, of course, that wasn't on an offensive series, but
right.
that shows you why he's as good as he is, right?
Once again, a third-year game, you know, that the kicking game can break your back in a heartbeat.
And you know what, Coach? He's only a junior.
Yeah. And evidently he recovered, too.
Yeah.
From his illness, yeah, I think he's fine. Good for him.
So we're 15 seconds into the third quarter, and we've already had 6 points on the board.
And just interesting to see if we'll see the bouncy bounce or wobble or something here.
Micaiah Jones boots it. And Montgomery on the return. And Heath Montgomery does a nice job of getting it out to the 40-yard line. So Hurricane will set up 1st and 10. Pretty good field position to start their first possession of the second half.
Back to where they always are on the kickoff return, It seems like.
Yeah. Yeah, if we did a study, the average field position would be, 30, 35-yard line for both teams today.
Be interesting to see if they made any adjustments to the blitz here.
Bellatombi in the shotgun. Hands it off to Riffle over the left side. Jeremiah Riffle gets 4 yards before he's run out of bounds. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
They're lining up quickly.
No change there. Villatombi to Riffle. 1st down. And again, shotgun formation.
Same play.
And again, the handoff to Jeremiah Riffle. And they're just giving him a steady diet of number 9 here.
Well, like to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Yeah. So after 3 straight plays, Donnie Mace takes Riffle out of the game, and they bring Mondrell Dean in. Hand off to Dean. Left side. He'll fall ahead for about 4 yards.
Same play.
You reckon they've seen something in that first half on the right side of that south line?
Evidently, not a lot of fun to bring Mondrell Dean in as backup for the other tailback, though.
Now they bring Dean right up the middle. And Mondrell Dean brings a bunch of guys with him down to the 20-yard line. Mercy sakes.
Such power in those legs and such determination in his mind,
14 yards on the carry for Dean. 1st down, Hurricane. So they're coming right out. Both fists are flying.
Tailbacks trading places again.
Riffle back in. Now Ripito in that wing. And they'll bring a man in motion across the front.
Bringing the tackle over, going unbalanced here.
Riffle. And a nice job by Gage Wright in the backfield with that stop. And Riffle got back to the line of scrimmage, and that was it.
He recognized that ball coming at him and ripped underneath and got on it right away.
Yeah.
Great job.
Right from that outside linebacker position came in and took care of business. Villatombi wants to throw, going for the end zone, out of the end zone. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. That ambulance is parked right there, and mercy sakes, I hate that. Daggone it.
Thank God he's okay.
That's Heath Montgomery. Let's move the dadgum ambulance, shall we?
Yeah, and there you have that high jump pit right there where it's parked. Asphalt right out there. I believe he's okay.
Dang it. Why does it take somebody getting hurt?
Yeah.
Mercy sakes. I hope he's okay. He is moving slow on the sidelines, but coaches are all over him and the trainers making sure that Heath Montgomery is okay.
And they're backing up the ambulance, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, too little, too late, but daggone. All right, 3rd and 11, and they give it to Riffle. Jeremiah Riffle stood up at the line of scrimmage. Ball came out. Parkersburg South has it. Riffle was fighting for that extra yard or two, and I don't see who knocked it loose, but somebody knocked it loose. I think it might have been Braden Hamilton, number 13.
You always feel for a kid like that because he's trying as hard as he can, Sometimes it just gets a little too much, lets too many people get around him.
So a big turnover after a good job of moving the football for the Redskins. Man, I hope Montgomery's okay. I don't see him on the sideline over there. I'm sure they're checking him out and making sure he's okay. Shockey wants to throw. He's got a man over the middle and just out of the reach of Tristan Walker. And good coverage right there by Montgomery. So he's in the ball game.
And toward the end of the first half and now, you've seen where adjustments have been made where their pass protection seems to be better than it has been.
Yeah. So it's good to see number 1 back out there for Hurricane, Heath Montgomery.
Talk about being a tough kid.
Yeah. I hope the ambulance at least has a dent in it. Handoff in the backfield to Gage Wright. He's got nowhere to go. Still on his feet. There's a
face mask.
Yeah, there's a couple of flags that came in there. Right about got his head taken off.
I'll tell you what, the determination in the engine that young man has is something else.
Yeah, and you saw. Yeah, you saw right away there as he was trying to get out of that swarm of Redskins that came after him. Somebody grabbed him by the plastic, and you going to eat that? Somebody grabbed him by the plastic. Coach is in here killing flies the size of birds. Second and 9 now for the Patriots. Shotgun for Shockey. Fans want an offside on Mondrell Dean.
There's a big split between the center and the guard there, and he was getting ready to fly right up through that gap.
Yep, not anymore. Screen pass. Pass is caught out across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Mason Reams on the catch. And again, Patriots quickly up to the line. Shockey rolls right now. Looking to throw, has a man caught. That is caught by Tristan Walker. First down, Parkersburg South.
I noticed that time at the top of your screen when they were snapping the ball, the secondary was not fully aligned before the ball was snapped. I think that's what caused the problem there.
Screen pass to Traw, left side. Cyrus Traw hurdles a guy at the 32 and out of bounds at the 25.
Remember what I was talking about earlier today about how you have a handful of guys that make things happen when they need to? There you go.
And Mondrell Dean put an exclamation point on this tackle right here. Traw was down on the sideline, and Dean wouldn't let him up. And there looks to be a flag on the play. Back at the 33. The hold as a hold against South.
What an effort.
Well, this is better than the World Cup, ain't it? You know, I mean, I've been watching. I don't watch soccer, but I'm thinking it's the World Cup. United States has made it. So I watched the other day against Wales, tie. Then I watched the other day on yesterday against England, tie.
Well, in my opinion, watching paint dry is more exciting than watching the World Cup.
Well, you know, come on, give me a winner. Give me a winner.
Exactly, yeah.
Shockey will keep it. Had the opportunity to go out of bounds and cut it upfield. Nice job by Robert Shockey.
Good job scrambling, get a lot of that yardage back.
Just short of the first down. They give it to Trow, and Trow is wrapped up in the backfield. Nice job there. First to get to him was Joey Quijano.
Now we're kind of seeing the opposite here where Parkersburg South is trying to do some things, and Hurricane is turning up the blitz.
So to bring up 3rd and 7. Trips to the right. One receiver, that's Garrettson to the bottom of your screen. Shotgun for Shockey. Over the middle, almost intercepted. Cam Phillips on the defense right there for the Redskins. Pass was intended for number 10, Mason Reams, but Cam Phillips, the senior, 180-pound senior, was there to break it up.
And they almost got done what I was talking about. The trough went on a slant and crossing pattern there, and they almost unloaded to him where Mondrell Dean had blitzed behind him.
Patriots are going for it, Coach. 4th and 7. Shockey wants to throw. And pass is incomplete. They'll turn it over on downs. It was intended for Cyrus Traw.
Good defense by Dews over there.
Yeah, he did a nice job. And so Hurricane turns away the Patriots, and they'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 40. Hey, good field position.
There you go. Once again, imagine that.
$7:24 to go in the third. Velatambi, screen, and it's dropped. Pass was intended for Elijah Rivera.
And had another corner blitz there, or safety blitz. He came unabated.
Same formation. Trips to the top of your screen. Velatambi looking down the right side this time. He starts to throw it, and he tucks it, and he's sacked by Demetrius Gerhardt. Gerhardt said, "Welcome to South Parkersburg." 6 foot, 265. He's a senior.
Gage Wright and Dylan Fleek were also putting pressure on, coming off the edge.
Third down. Patriot faithful getting into it. 3rd and 16. Here comes the blitz. And they got him. Gage Wright. Wow, they saw that coming. Braden Whipke started it.
Yep.
He started it, and he missed him. He didn't have the angle, but he drove him right into Gage Wright.
Now, I'm not saying anything bad about either one of these coaches. I don't know how they do everything, but personally, when I was coaching, we worked on a drill, and we called it blitz drill every day. And we would line up and bring guys from different spots and learn how to pick them up when who blitzed wherever, and that way it was never a surprise.
Ripito and his 12 to punt it, and he gets it away. Cyrus Traw at the 42 with a head of steam. Traw down the right side. Traw at the 20. Traw at the 5. Touchdown. Parkersburg South.
Who's the blocker? Number 12. Who's 12?
Cyrus Traw followed Tyler Hall down the right-hand side. And now there's a flag. Hang on. Flag clear back at the 46. They'll bring it back.
Great lead block there. He got on that kid and stayed with him for about 20 yards.
Blocking the back, Coach.
Imagine that.
Oh, so unnecessary.
To all players out there listening to me, why, oh, why, oh, why? Oh, why do you ever do that? You talk about the one thing that'll make you go bald pulling your hair out. You think they would get the message after a while, but you know how it is.
Yep. Well, that negates a 58-yard punt return for a touchdown, so South will take over. 1st and 10 from the 44.
I didn't see the block myself.
No, I didn't either. I was watching the ball. The official saw it. That's all that matters.
Yep, that's right.
Tell you what, man, that trowel's got some wheels on him. And Parkersburg South in a delay. That's not going to make the fans happy. They were screaming to snap the ball.
And we're talking again about handling the ebb and flow of the game. You just had a touchdown call back. How are you going to respond to it? What are you going to do?
Well, your first play, you have a penalty.
Yep, there you go.
Game, and that's.
Yep, now you have to think about what you're going to do about that. So it's a constant mental game for each person.
Yep. 4 wide receivers, 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Gage Wright in motion. They fake it to him. And Trow in the open field gets across the 40 to the 41-yard line.
Nice middle screen set up there if he would cut inside just a little bit further.
Yeah. Gain of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 13. Play action. Shockey in trouble. Now he scrambles right. Another block in the back. This one's coming back. I'm not even going to call this one because it's coming back. And I'll tell you, unfortunately. I mean, I don't have that number on my roster, so I can't call him. Oh, he said it for me. 62. Dylan Tustin. That's not who I thought did it. I thought there was a 99 out there somewhere.
That's 2 major times they've shot themselves in the foot here.
Yeah.
Hurricane can take advantage of this and stop and put one on the board. Then we're going to be rolling again here.
Yep. Yeah, I just don't understand it. That was so unnecessary. He was already past him. Shockey already was downfield.
Well, earlier today we were discussing the problems with penalties with South.
Yeah. Second and 30. Shockey's in trouble. Shockey's down. Well, he did get rid of the football, but now the official's saying he was down. And that happened right in front of the White Hat, so another loss.
Third in a cab ride.
Yeah. So since he was down, the clock continues to run.
That's one of the very few times we haven't seen the Magic Man get out of trouble.
10 seconds on the play clock. Down to 5.
Are they going for it here?
Well, it's only third down.
Oh, my bad.
Shockey over the middle. Caught! That's Traw! Traw! First down and more! Are you kidding me? Third and 35. "41 yards on the slant over the middle to Cyrus Traw.
Yeah. Oh, really? Slant over the middle? Imagine
Believe it or
that.
not. Shockey keeps it, and he's dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a really nice, clean play they ran with that deep ball there. You know, it's where he caught, stepped, and threw it.
And Shockey's mad. He's yelling at his lineman or yelling at somebody.
He's a competitor.
Wow. Third and 30. And they get 41. Ten seconds on the play clock. They get it off. Little dump pass to Gage right across the 40, down to the 37-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. It'll be third down for the Patriots. Shockey to pass. Traw in the middle. Traw, left side's got a blocker on his feet. Traw inside the 20, and he's run out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
That young man is a flat-out playmaker. I'm telling you what. Let's talk about earlier, having guys that make things happen.
Meanwhile, down in Huntington, West Virginia, they are tied at 21. Martinsburg and the Highlanders. Into the end zone. Touchdown. Robert Shockey. He kept it himself, went around the left side, and scored from 17 yards out.
Great effort fighting through the defense, getting the job done there.
So Parkersburg South starting to impose their will on the Hurricane Redskins. Jones to attempt the extra point, and it is good. With 2:25 to go in the third, Patriots with a comfortable 24-point lead. It's Patriots 37 and Hurricane 13. We'll take a break. We're coming right back. Stay with us.
It's our Black Friday event at Todd Judy Motors.
At the end of the month, every test drive is a chance to win up to $1,000.
Every vehicle purchased comes with a brand new TV.
You can even win a PS5.
With up to 130% of Kelley Blue Book for your vehicle, you can upgrade your ride now.
We have over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. This is your best chance to upgrade your ride with the best deals of the year.
Check out Todd Judy Ford or Todd Judy Mitsubishi Facebook now. It's our biggest prize ever.
Right now.
Yeah. Don't listen to him. Welcome back to the Erickson All Sports Facility. Parkersburg South starting to pull away in this one. 24-point lead now on Hurricane. Patriots 37, Hurricane 13. Again, if you just missed it a few seconds ago, we were talking about what's going on down I-64, and Huntington and Martinsburg are all tied at 21 in the fourth quarter.
I know you find this hard to believe, but it almost went up to the 40-yard line with the kick return.
I'm telling you, they want to keep it away from keep it away from LaRon Dews Hall, because we know that kid's got wheels like you won't believe.
You've been talking about pressure all day. I look for South to even turn the pressure up more now.
It seems like they've gotten a little bit of life back into, a little bit more pep in their step here a little bit. They're smelling Wheeling Island. Riffle, the ball carrier. Jeremiah Riffle will go over the left side, get a yard, and that's it. It'll be 2nd and 9. I'm sure South would like a crack at Martinsburg, because Martinsburg has embarrassed them the last couple of times they've played them. Velatombi, nice move by Noah Velatombi down to the 11-yard line. What a great run.
Well, they've seen the handoff to Riffle and Mondrell Dean so many times, and then this, for the first time, he pulls it, and there was literally nobody over there. Great call.
Yep, we haven't talked about his running ability, but we just saw it right there. And Tristan Walker with a touchdown-saving tackle. Velatombi down to the 12-yard line. There's still football to be played here, folks.
Sure there is.
And a penalty after the play. Wonder how many penalty yards we've had in this game.
That's a good question.
I can find out in the next break. I'm going to find out, because I want to tell you something. If there's one thing about Parkersburg South, that they've got a statistician that is really, really good at his job. His name is Billy Camp. He does basketball, he does football, and I'll run out and see at next break, the quarter here, what kind of penalty situation we're talking about. Meanwhile, number 4, Mondrell Dean up the middle.
You can always remember, too, that Donnie May's coach football team's never going to lay down. They're going to play as hard as they can till the game's over.
Mondrell Dean rolling down to the 2-yard line. Inside a minute. So 3rd and goal from the 2. Dean does not get there. What a great job by the Patriots. They brought everybody but the water boy at that point.
I believe they did. It looked like they had about 13 guys on defense instead of 11 there. Stacked them up.
4th and goal, they lost a yard. Now they're back to the 3.
I believe they're going to let it in here. The clock's rolling.
Well, they're changing personnel. They bring Riffle back in. Dean goes out after carrying the ball 3 straight times. 5 seconds on the play clock. And they snap it. Velatombi rolls, and touchdown Hurricane. Lucas Ripito came out of the backfield. He was lined up in the wing, and just jetted out from the backfield, and he was wide open at the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And why did that happen? Blitz the linebacker that would have covered him coming out of there.
So with no time on the clock, that's the end of the third quarter. They will have an extra point try here, and they're going for 2. Velatambi wants to throw. Has a man in the back of the end zone. That's Ripito, and it's good. So 37-21 is our score. So a second ago, it was a 24-point ball game. Now it's a 16-point ball game. That's 2 scores, folks, and we've got 12 minutes left to go. Our score, Parkersburg South 37, Hurricane 21. Stay with us. We ain't done yet. We're coming right back.
It's our Black Friday event at Todd Judy Motors.
At the end of the month, every test drive is a chance to win up to $1,000.
Every vehicle purchased comes with a brand new TV.
You can even win a PS5.
With up to 130% of Kelley Blue Book for your vehicle, you can upgrade your ride now.
We have over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. This is your best chance to upgrade your ride with the best deals of the year.
Check out Todd Judy Ford or Todd Judy Mitsubishi Facebook now. It's our biggest prize ever.
Right now at Todd Judy Motors.
We are back at the Erickson All Sports Facility, and Hurricane has just scored, set up by that long run by Noah Velatambi. And with 12 minutes to go, Coach, this ain't over.
No, it's not, and that was a great call by the Hurricane offensive staff to have him do that keeper after they've been chasing those 2 tailbacks all day.
So,
you know, this is what we talk about as coaches all the time, what we try to teach, you know, resilience, want to, you know, how hard are you going to do this? What are you going to do with your teammates? You know, how much does it mean to you?
Huntington has pulled ahead of Martinsburg, 28-21 in the fourth quarter. Don't know how much time is left. Onside kick, and Parkersburg South falls on it.
Right to where they would have returned it to anyway.
Yeah.
Seems like anyway, doesn't it?
Michigan leading Ohio State in the fourth quarter. West Virginia leading in the fourth quarter. Now that game is now final. Mountaineers beat Oklahoma State in Stillwater, 24-19. Marshall beat Georgia State 28-23. Go Herd. And with 6 minutes to go in the ball game in Columbus, Michigan 38, Ohio State 23.
Oh my. Well, that doesn't break my heart.
South Carolina is leading Clemson 31-30 with 1:15 to go in the game, and South Carolina has the football.
Hurricane cranking it up defensively now. They're bringing a lot more pressure than they did earlier in the game. And it's working on that one anyway.
Shockey lost his helmet. And unless they call a timeout, they're going to have to replace the quarterback. Now they've got Garrettson in there. Turner Garrettson is the backup. And he is going to take the snap. Pistol formation. They hand it to Gage Wright. Wright tries to kick it outside. Now cuts it back up the middle. And Wright with a respectable carry to the 44-yard line. We're going to mark it at the 45.
That young man has some quick feet now. He can shift around in there and get through that hole. Another thing that makes it a pleasure to watch him play is the want-to he has in him.
Yeah. Gage Wright, left side, maybe a yard. Now it's fourth down. And they're going for it. I mean, momentum-wise, is this a must-make here for South?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It would be nice, though, and they are chewing clock, so. They may be trying just to get them jumped, too.
They bring Mason Reams in motion to the near side. Play clock at 8. So you're right, they are milking the clock.
Yeah, I believe he's telling the official timeout. Yep, there you go.
All right, so Nathan Tanner's going to call timeout. We'll take one as well. Our score with 10:16 to go, 37-21 in favor of Parkersburg South. You're watching RSN's coverage of the state AAA semifinals on RSN Sports.
You can win a car.
That's right. 4 lucky winners will win a Ford or Mitsubishi with $0 car payment. You can register in person at any Todd Judy Ford or Todd Judy Mitsubishi location.
Or go to Todd Judy Ford or Todd Judy Mitsubishi Facebook page for your chance to win.
One winner will be chosen at each store.
We're also giving away Tiffany jewelry, TVs, laptops, and even the hottest gaming consoles around.
Just go to Todd Judy Ford or Todd Judy Mitsubishi Facebook and see for yourself.
37-21 is our score, 10:16 to go in the ball game. Parkersburg South on top. They've just called a timeout with 4th and 3. What's the call here, Coach?
Well, if it's me, I'm getting it back in the hands of one of those two playmakers they have, something to do with the quarterback or
well, either Shockey keeps it or they hand it off to Gage Wright.
Yeah.
But now they've got shotgun formation, 2 sidecars, then they give it to Shockey. He's going to keep it. First down, Parkersburg South. What a great call. It was a fake handoff to Traw, and Shockey, one of those RPO deals, and Shockey just took it back, went right up the middle.
Yep.
First down.
He engaged right both, slanted to the Hurricanes' right-handed side, and he just pulled out there and ran with it.
Yep. Good call there by Shockey, who's back in the game after losing his lid a couple of plays ago. No hurry now for Parkersburg South. They've got the lead and they've got the clock that they're just trying to chew. 10 seconds on the play clock.
And the way they're lined up defensively, be a good time to run in there.
Swing pass is caught. On his feet with it is Mason Reams. He stays in bounds. He'll gain 4 on the play.
When they line up that trips, it walks another defender out there and has one less guy in the box and opens up more running lanes as well.
Again, South just taking their time. They're already at the line, but they're not going to run a play here. They're going to go back and they're going to look at the sideline. I'm so smart. Look at that.
I'm telling you, man.
My wife tells me all the time, "You're so smart." Gage Wright, the ball carrier. He bounces out left side, right side. Right, out of bounds at the 31. Now, one thing they did there I didn't understand. They had 20-some seconds left on the play clock, and they snapped it anyway.
Yeah, that's a good point. I would be burning every tick I could out there. You know, every second that goes off that board is an advantage for South.
And Wright went out of bounds, so that stops the clock. Coming up, we'll have the Kroger player of the game. At the end of the game, we'll let you know who that is. Could be anybody. Shockey, left side. Oh, nice tackle by Cam Phillips.
Great job tripping him up when he's turning the corner there. He would have had a great gain on that.
Yep, 25, Cam Phillips on the stop. His dad, Kenny, would be happy about that. 5'10", 180-pound senior. 4th and 1. As long as there's no flags, that's a first down.
Well, the reason that happened, too, Hurricanes defense was not even lined up when the ball was snapped.
Now there's a flag that comes in. That's way late.
It may be on the sideline.
Sideline warning against Hurricane.
Yep, there you go.
And I have a feeling that Donnie Mays was out there making known his displeasure.
I never had any of those thrown on me. Well, that's a lie. But
you are the sideline.
I am the sideline warning.
That's right. Clock continues to run. 8:25 to go in the ball game. All kinds of time on the play clock. Down to 20 seconds, and they snap it. Shockey, right side, now back through the middle. Shockey with some running room left side. He's got a blocker. Shockey into the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Parkersburg South.
Great job by Turner Garrettson getting down there, getting in the way, making sure he didn't block him in the back.
What a great job. You're absolutely right, Coach.
That's all you have to do. You get in the way. Don't hit him in the back, as they've been told 6 billion times.
Is that a pet peeve of yours, Bob?
No, not at all. Yeah, it might be number one. That just drive me absolutely crazy.
Yeah. Micaiah Jones to attempt the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 8:05 to go, and it is a 23-point ball game. 44-21. We'll take a break. We're coming right back. You're watching RSN Sports coverage of the West Virginia State semifinals in AAA. Stay with us.
Here at Elite Roofing, we take pride in helping you take care of the people who mean the most to you. We specialize in residential and commercial roofing services. Our roofing company is dedicated to providing customer service that is simply second to none. Whether you have a new construction project or need to replace an old or damaged roof, our roofing contractors in West Virginia and surrounding areas have what it takes to meet all of your commercial and residential roofing needs. Contact us today for a free consultation.
I'm Keith Powell, and I'm in love with helping you get your next car, truck, or SUV. I love saying yes to $2 down. I love saying yes to $200 monthly payments. I love saying yes to up to $2,000 more for your trade. And I love saying yes to You're Approved with my Keith Says Yes credit approval process. All of this plus a lifetime warranty only at Yes Chevrolet in Hurricane.
At Dutch Miller Hyundai in Huntington, we've got more than 50 brand new Hyundais set to hit the lot, including Appalachia's best selection of hybrids. Plus, how about no
Parkersburg South goes onside. So we're laughing because the public address announcer Ken Davis was announcing scores from around the state. They, talked about Huntington and Martinsburg, and Huntington is winning that game 28-21 in the fourth quarter, and everybody went nuts because nobody here at Parkersburg South likes Martinsburg. And then he announced Michigan, Ohio State with 3 minutes to go. Ohio State is losing big time, and the place went nuts. You'd have thought South scored a touchdown. Nobody likes the Buckeyes on this side of the river.
That's what I said. Everybody hates them. Here we go. Time to try to get down the field quickly.
Villatombi all by himself in the backfield, and a flag on the play.
12 men on the field.
Yeah, it's a legal substitution.
Well,
how do you do that coming out of a timeout? That stuff like that's got to make you scratch your noggin.
I'll tell you what it is. It's they're imploding mentally now.
Yeah.
They're behind that much, and they're not paying as much attention, or the coach is messing up or something. It's just.
Villatombi throws nice catch there by LaRon Dews Hall.
And, when the wheels start coming off, but they still have some time here. They may be able to get back. Who knows?
Villatombi, screen. Pass is caught. Tyshawn Dews. And that'll be a flag. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Shockey.
Speaking of Saturday night wrestling.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that was you remember that play? The Browns and Steelers back in the 70s, late 70s. Ed Turkey Jones picked up Terry Bradshaw and suplexed him.
Yeah.
That was kind of what that was like.
Well, I'll tell you what else happens when you see your quarterback doing that on defense.
Yeah.
That gives you an awful lot of gridiron cred there, buddy, as far as being a leader.
No doubt. He's making his case for a Kroger player of the game, is Robert Shockey.
Yes, he is.
And, you know, that kid's got an arm on him too, Bob. I was watching pregame. He was standing at the, as the pass is intended for Tyshawn Dews, and it's overshot. He was standing at the 45-yard line and throwing the ball into the end zone.
Oh, yeah.
55 yards in the air.
Yeah, he's quite an athlete.
And, again, they get him back next year.
And like I was talking about, you have a quarterback that doesn't have any fear and likes to mix it up like that. That's the kind of guy you want running your team.
Riffle, the carry over the right side. Jeremiah out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Gain of 4.
I'm surprised the Redskins aren't trying to throw it a little bit more.
Well, they tried two passes there, and both incomplete. The only good thing about it is it stops the clock for them. Riffle, the ball carrier, over the right side. Riffle is going to be stood up and driven backwards. Forward progress will have him to the 10-yard line, but he's short of the first down. Gain of 1. So 4th and 4 here for the Redskins. Villatombi, shotgun, wants to pass into the end zone, overshoots his man. Parkersburg South will take over on downs. And I think, as Dandy Don Meredith used to say, turn out the lights, the party's over.
Yeah. South was just too much for them defensively when they're bringing all that pressure all the time.
Yeah.
And it, you know, once your rhythm and everything else is upset.
That's the thing. Early on, when they were running tempo, South couldn't figure out what to do. But once they figured out how to combat that tempo, then it's been mostly Parkersburg South's defense that has created a bunch of havoc.
And then, you know, then it becomes adjustments after that.
Yep. Here comes Gage Wright. A little bit of room on the outside. Wright still on his feet. And when I say still on his feet, Gage Wright is going at the 20. At the 10, 5, touchdown. Gage Wright, 90 yards. 90 yards.
Incredible.
Stomach flew my foot. And we've got a Redskin down at the 3-yard line. Not sure who that is. I think it might be Dews. Yeah, it is. It's Tyshawn Dews, the freshman.
That's the play that slammed the door right there, my man.
And watch what happens to Dews. I think he dives for him right at the end. We're not going to get to see it. I think he dives for it right at the end and lands on that right rib cage.
Yeah, I hate to see that happen to somebody who's been playing so hard all day.
Can we run that again, Joe? Right there at the end, please. Yeah, that's exactly what he... yeah, Dews just fell there on his right side, and maybe he got the wind knocked out of him. I don't know when he fell. But he made one last dive for Gage Wright.
Serious class there. Parkersburg South's head coach walking down to check on the young man, too.
Yep.
You know, very, very easily could have gotten the wind knocked out of him, too.
Yeah.
Where he was stretched out like that and landing on his diaphragm.
That's what I was thinking. So that's what I was thinking.
That young man has played hard today.
Still 28-21 down in Huntington.
Good sportsmanship with some of the Patriots coming by and telling him good game or whatever they're saying something to him anyway, showing some respect for him.
Yeah.
Another indication of how well coached both these teams are, you know.
Yep. So Dews just now making it over to his side of the field, his sideline.
You know, and I talk to these kids all the time about how you're representing your school and your community and everything.
Extra point is good. With 6:34 to go in the ball game, Parkersburg South 51, 21 for Hurricane. We'll take a break. We're coming back right after this.
Payments until next year. Text or chat now and even get pre-approved at DutchMillerHyundai.com.
It's our Black Friday event at Todd Judy Motors.
At the end of the month, every test drive is a chance to win up to $1,000.
Every vehicle purchased comes with a brand new TV.
You can even win a PS5.
With up to 130% of Kelley Blue Book for your vehicle, you can upgrade your ride now.
We have over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles to choose from. This is your best chance to upgrade your ride with the best deals of the year.
Check out Todd Judy Ford or Todd Judy Mitsubishi Facebook now.
Welcome back to the Erickson All Sports Facility. Just off the campus of Parkersburg High School as the crow flies about 2 miles. Parkersburg South has just put their seal of approval on this one, 51-21, after Gage Wright had a 90-yard touchdown run. And, Coach, speaking of Gage Wright.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, without doubt, he is the Kroger player of the game today.
Absolutely.
What a performance from this young man. And just think he had a couple of them called back, too. You know?
And, the fact that he was sick
Yeah.
most of the week with the stomach flu, and he comes out and has the performance that he had today is just unbelievable. Heath Montgomery picks the ball up at the 15, gets out to the 20, and he's met there by a bunch of blue jerseys.
I imagine Heath's ready to go home and get some ice packs on him after running into that ambulance and then get hit like that on the return. What a tough kid.
Yeah, man. I'm so glad to see that he's not hurt.
Yes.
He might be bruised up, but I'd like to think the ambulance got worse than he did.
Yeah, and we were discussing off the air, Gage Wright had a couple of big runs called back too, would even added more to what he had done today.
Yeah.
And I was talking about how impressed I am with the speed that young man has. I had no idea he was that fast.
Give Hurricane credit. They have played a very good football team today, or football game today, against a tough bunch of kids from South Parkersburg. And listen, take nothing away from them. They're a younger, they're a senior heavy team, so they've got their work cut out for them to come back next year.
Right. Nice throw.
Yeah. Nice out. And looked like Morrell with that catch.
A lot of times I tell people next weekend, next Saturday, Friday and Saturday, 2 of the saddest days of the year for me. And they say, why is that? So because this wonderful game is over for another year.
Yeah. Villatombi goes down the right sideline and overshoots his intended receiver, Heath Montgomery. Still waiting on a final down in Huntington. They're a little bit ahead of us as far as the pace of that game. So I'm expecting a final about any time down there. And right now, as it stands, it's 28-21 Highlanders. Passes in and out of the hands of LaRon Dews Hall. So after that 4th and forever, it'll be 1st and 10 for Parkersburg South as Hurricane quickly goes 4 and out.
And being an old coach myself, I'd like to say to all the coaches in the state of West Virginia, thank you for what you do for these kids.
Yeah.
All the time you take, you're getting paid probably 25 cents an hour, and we do it all for the young men. And way to go, guys. Keep at it.
Shockey wants to throw over the middle. Wow. Where did that come from? Parkersburg South. Shockey 27-yard touchdown pass to Cyrus Trawl.
I'm impressed that the Patriot hasn't run out of gunpowder yet.
Yeah, no kidding. So Parkersburg South punches their ticket to Wheeling, West Virginia. They will play next Saturday afternoon for the AAA state championship against either Huntington or Martinsburg. We do not know as of right now. Extra point is up and good. Makes it 58-21. And that took about 20 seconds off the play clock. You know, there's still some football to be played here.
Yes, there is.
So, again, we want to congratulate Gage Wright of Parkersburg South. And I think they just announced I want to say that they just announced the final down in Huntington, but I don't have confirmation.
Well, congratulations to Hurricane, too, for getting this far. It's where I've been in this business a long time. People don't realize how hard it is and how lucky and good you have to be in a certain combination to get this far, much less into the state championship. And it takes a lot of work and a lot of coordination, a lot of help from a lot of people on your staff and players that buy in. And it's, when all those worlds collide in a good way, it makes things happen.
Yeah.
So hats off to the Redskins for a good season.
Parkersburg South, of course, won a state championship several years ago under the direction of Mike Duvall. After so many years of kind of being the redheaded stepchild of the city of Parkersburg, really, they didn't have their own field to play on until 1999.
This is hard to believe.
Yeah, and they had so many they had so many different coaches over the years, and they made it to Wheeling and lost in the state championship 37-14 against Morgantown, and then they came right back the next year and they won the state championship again under Mike Duvall against Martinsburg. They won that game 26-20 that day, and so their only state championship was against Martinsburg several years ago. That was way back in 2003. Don Reeves came in and took over for Duvall. He was here for one season. Then John Bolin for 6 seasons.
Nice pass out on the edge. Good gain for the Redskins.
Coach Mike Eddy came in and coached here for 6 seasons, and he took a job in Ohio. And then Nathan Turner. And this is his 4th year. And in his 4th year, they are going to the state championship. Still trying to get a final in that ball game down in Huntington. Still showing 4th quarter, Huntington on top 28-21. We're keeping an eye on it for you because obviously Parkersburg South will face the winner of that game. Screen pass down the left side. Elijah Rivera He's going to go into the end zone and
There you
score.
go. Great play. Nice run.
Nice job. Nice touchdown there. 41 yards on the screen. So Parkersburg South, I think, giving a little bit of their underclassmen a chance to play in this state semifinal. Get burned a little bit there on defense, and you can see some good blocking.
Hey, that's okay. Let them play, you know. They're as much part of the team as everybody else. They work just as hard.
No, they really do, and that's one of the things I love to see about coaches that, you know, they get leads or they get behind or whatever. They give the kids that are out there practicing every day and they're in the weight room every day, they're giving those kids the opportunity to play as well. And the extra point by Caleb Johnson is short. So 58-27 is our score, 31-point lead for Parkersburg South. Final in Huntington. Highlanders 28, Martinsburg 21. So guess what? It's going to be Huntington and Parkersburg South next Saturday at high noon at Wheeling Island.
That should be quite the game, ladies and gentlemen.
We saw Huntington this year against George Washington, and George Washington was a playoff team this year, and we saw what the Highlanders did to them. You want to talk about speed.
Oh, yeah, and size.
Yeah. Huntington has got it.
Should be a good matchup after watching these guys here play today.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. They have that combination, too. They have 2 or 3 game breakers and heartbreakers on those teams, and they can get it done, you know.
I want to thank Joe Oliver and our crew here today from Oliver Productions and RSN Sports. Great job on the coverage today. We obviously couldn't do it without them, so we appreciate their hard work getting here early and setting up. They had to carry their stuff up. You got to see the bleachers here at Parkersburg South. I mean, it's like straight up. And they had to carry all of the equipment, cameras, switchers, audio, everything.
They're tougher than I am.
Yeah, that's for sure. No, I don't mean that in a bad way. Little onside pooch, and South recovers it there at their own 49.
Nice hands there on the recovery.
Recovered by Tyson Graham. He's like, man, I got it.
Nice little grab there. Stands are somewhat starting to empty a little bit now, but over on those side, but a lot of the Parkersburg South faithful hanging right in here.
Nathan Tanner just got a bath at Gatorade on the sideline. Clock inside 2 minutes now, and a new quarterback in the ballgame for Parkersburg South is Colin Hayes.
Hurricane had to call timeout. They had too many guys on defense again.
So Colin Hayes in at quarterback. Freshman at 5'7", 160.
Well, I'd like to say again, I'm really glad that we got the good weather today.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I mean, who would have thought this late in November that we'd be talking about, 50-some degrees. Oh, my goodness. Kid just fell over in the bleachers right in front of us.
Well, I can remember back before they got turf on Wheeling Island Stadium, and to get up there and after that third game was played.
Well, that's funny you say that, because the only state championship that Parkersburg South has won in football was at Wheeling Island before they had turf.
There you go.
And you know what? They've still got in their trophy case the trophy. They never took the mud off of it.
Is that right?
That's exactly right.
Oh, that's cool.
They never took the mud off of it. So I'm not sure why they're running the play clock and just standing around.
Oh, they're conceding. They're going to just go ahead and burn the clock and get out of here.
Yeah. So they'll have to snap it one, maybe two more times, and that's it. So, Coach, it's been a ball doing games with you this year. I've had a lot of fun, and we appreciate
Me too, bud.
not only Joe and his team, but Dan Shreve and Ethan and all the production staff that has helped make RSN sports coverage of high school football a reality this year. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, of whom we could not do this without. Kroger, West Virginia Gazette Mail, Herald Dispatch, Frontier Communications, Yes Chevrolet, West Virginia Coal Association, Dutch Miller, Todd Judy, Prim Law. Thank you all. We appreciate it very much.
And once again, thanks to my boss, Dana, for giving me this opportunity.
I wasn't going to mention him. Dana Farrell, we appreciate you, buddy. You are the boss. Final score, Parkersburg South wins it, 58-27. They're on their way to Wheeling Island to face the Highlanders of Huntington High School next Saturday at noon. For Joe Oliver and his team, for Coach Bob Goebel, and for all of the RSN staff, I'm Brian Noss. Thank you so much for tuning in to watch Parkersburg South beat Hurricane 58-27. Have a great evening, everybody. Basketball season right around the corner.
Good night, and thank you.